I've always had a thing for Land Rovers, you know. I grew up on a farm. We used these things as work tools, day in, day out. I guess it kind of got into me because when I left school, what did I do? I went out and took my apprenticeship, working on Land Rovers. In fact, we used to refurbish ex-military Land Rovers from the British Army. We'd refurbish them and sell them on to other farmers. Since coming to Canada, I've stayed with Land Rover. I was the president of the local Land Rover Association for a number of years. And I ran my own Jaguar Land Rover independent workshop until I was tempted away into the world of journalism. All the vehicles you see here are in my own personal collection. And people have often said, if I cut my arm, I bleed green. There's a lot of history behind these vehicles. They've been used around the world by the military, coast guards, utility companies, expeditions. This one's kind of interesting. It's ex-Australian Army. Right-hand drive. When you say Defender, this is what most people think about. And until recently, this race basically was the Defender shape. Things haven't changed much over the years, eh? But they're about to. So here it is, drum roll please, the new 2021 Land Rover Defender. From a styling viewpoint, obviously it's a radical design. But then it had to be. You know what, as I often say, you know what, I stopped rubbing sticks together once they invented the Bic lighter. The Defender had to change. We had to bring it into this century. And I think, you know, to be honest, they've done a very good job. We got some of the carryovers. We've got the checker plate here. We've got, you know, roof rack. We have a lot of people think this is a snorkel. It's not. It's a raised air intake. There is a difference. But this is just one of the hundreds of accessories that are available for the new Defender. It tells me straight away that this is a real Defender replacement, because that's what people have always done with Defenders. They mold them, they throw accessories on them, they make them into their own personalized vehicle. Moving on to the interior, they've done a good job. They've kept with hardware and materials on the seats, and although this thing has a lot of electronic wizardry, it's done in a way that it's kid friendly. If your kids want to climb from the front seat to the back seat, you're not going to worry that they're going to kick something and bust something, because it's all built tough. Another thing I like, the floor mats. They're molded plastic. We're going back to the old days when you jump in with your muddy boots, no problem. You get the hose pipe, you just wash this out. That's what a Defender's always been about. They've continued it with the new Defender. This vehicle is fitted with air ride suspension, which gives you the benefit of going from the lowest setting 170 millimeters higher. That's good, but I know a lot of people are going to say we shouldn't have air ride on a 4x4. Well, in truth, a lot of the problems used to be with the height sensors. This is a new generation of height sensor. I don't foresee the same problems with it. However, if you really are insistent on coil springs, there are coil spring equipped vehicles that are coming to North America. For those of you concerned with safety, this vehicle, the 110, has just received a 5-star rating from Euro NCAP. It doesn't get any better than that. Powering this beauty is a 3-litre straight 6, supercharged and turbocharged, producing 395 horsepower and 406 foot-pound of torque. All this is then sent to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed transmission. Also available is a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo. So now we come to the drivability of this vehicle, and I have to say, to say chalk and cheese is such an understatement. I've driven many, many miles for many, many hours in the old Defenders, and there was only one word to describe it: horrible. This vehicle, it's like driving a Range Rover. It really is. And it has all the luxuries of it: heated seats, heated steering wheel. The old one, you wanted air conditioning, you opened up 2 flaps in the front and hoped that the flies didn't come flying through and into your eyes. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about this vehicle. As I say, it handles as good as any other Land Rover product. Performance-wise, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 6 seconds. You heard that right, less than 6 seconds. That's sports car territory. This has now become, in my opinion, the ultimate adventure vehicle. You can go long distances, cruising on the highway in comfort, and when you get to the little places where you want to go off-road and you want to play, in my mind, this is now the ultimate adventure vehicle. It is a whole new era. It is a whole new era, and that's what Land Rover promised us with the Defender, and that's what they've delivered. No question about it. Now, when we come to fuel economy, we do our own testing. It's about 300 kilometers, about 180k of that is on the highway. We returned 14.4, which, is not bad. Might expect a little bit better, but it's not a V8, it's a 6-cylinder, right? And some of that time we have been using that acceleration. Remember, under 6 seconds, 0 to 100. That's not too bad, I don't think. Now we come to the conclusion. And the first question we have to answer is this a genuine replacement for the beloved Defender? In my opinion, it is. I think Land Rover have done an exceptional job on this vehicle. I love it, I really do. However, I wouldn't be a Land Rover guy if I didn't have a couple of ifs and buts to put in. My only real bugbear with this is that they bought us the top of the line vehicles first. Eventually we're going to get base vehicles, we're going to get other engine offerings, we're going to get cold spring suspension, we're going to get basically a cheaper Defender. I think they should have bought those here first and then tempted the people up the range. Bringing them in at the top, this vehicle here gets pretty close to the price of a Range Rover. And that to me begs a little bit of a question. Maybe it wasn't the smartest move.